Good morning, class. Having a federal ban on the sale of and ownership of assault-style weapons will have no effect or decrease of mass shootings or day-to-day killings in the U.S. And my opponents have emphasized on how assault weapons are weapons of war. The problem starts with the term itself, the assault weapon. The assault weapons that are for sale in the U.S. now aren't really weapons of war. Many people mistake these firearms for machine guns capable of shooting multiple rounds of ammunition with a single pull of the trigger. Now, the federal government banned the sale of machine gun to civilians in 1986. Around the same time the machine gun ban went into effect, gun makers started making ordinary rifles that look like military machine guns, in part because of these attributes and in part because of the sleek military styling. These guns have become hugely popular among law-abiding gun owners. And as a matter of functionality, these guns are just like any other rifles. They're more powerful than some handguns and rifles and less powerful than some other guns. They are also semi-automatic, but many handguns are also semi-automatic too. Military-style rifles fire only one round for each pull of the trigger, just like a revolver, a shotgun, a hunting rifle, or any of the other 300 million legal guns in America. It is true that these rifles are often sold with detachable high-capacity ammunition magazines that increase their lethality, enabling a shooter to fire more than a dozen rounds quickly. But again, these firearms are not unique in this. About half of the handguns in the U.S. also have detachable high-capacity magazines. So the only thing that makes this unique about an assault weapon is their menacing name and look, and it's these elements that make it such an appealing target of gun control advocates. Now, on speaking about the previous ban that my opponents have stated, there has already been a previous ban on assault weapons from 1994 to 2004. That banned 18 specific models of assault weapons. A 2004 study commissioned by the Department of Justice found that the federal ban didn't lead to any decrease in gun crime or gun deaths. For starters, rifles or assault weapons are rarely used in gun crimes. Rifles account for only about 3% of criminal gun deaths, and gun crimes in the U.S., including mass shootings, is overwhelmingly handgun crime. And according to Mark Fullman, Gavin Rosen, and DM Pan of MotherJones.com, they compiled an open source database documenting mass shootings in the U.S. And in that database, they found that from 1982 to 2012, out of the 143 weapons found that the shooters have used, 71 of those were semi-automatic handguns, and only 20 were assault weapons. Only 7% of those were of the variety of an assault weapon. And when it comes to homicides and suicides, the most common weapon of choice is a handgun. According to the FBI data, only 2% of those are caused by a rifle of any kind. Assault weapons do drive up the death toll when someone wants to kill a large number of people. That shouldn't be a surprise, because assault weapons were literally designed to kill large numbers of people during combat and allow for huge magazines. But banning assault weapons won't greatly reduce the number of U.S. gun homicides, and it won't prevent mass shootings. Modern handguns also have lethal ability to fire multiple bullets in a quick succession. I'll give you an example. A 2007 Virginia Tech massacre, when the shooter killed 33 people with 2 semi-automatic handguns, not an assault weapon. And just because they look less ominous doesn't mean we should treat them any less dangerous. And an assault weapon ban for those law-abiding gun owners is stigmatizing and unfair. Russell Dorr, a Victoria gunsmith, said he prefers to call a semi-automatic weapon with the attachment that would be banned under the assault weapon, when their new assault weapon ban, the modern sporting rifle. These are the approaches to gun control that would be better than just banning an assault weapon, than banning the assault weapon. Like my opponent stated, Japan is an example of how having higher and tighter and universal background checks and cracking down on rogue dealers will ensure that rifles and handguns are in the hands of a capable person. That can reduce the death toll from guns. It may seem like banning assault weapons is a way to end mass shootings and killings, but such laws aren't the answer. Thank you.